Apparently, there had been belief among NBA front offices that if the Nets were to trade Kyrie Irving, he would retire on the spot. Now, last night on his Instagram Live, he said, "I'm not retiring." But this poses a question, and my question to you, Mitch, if Kyrie were to retire today, does he end up in the Hall of Fame?
Kyrie is sensational when he plays. Kyrie is 29. Every year he's played, his stats have been incredible. Yet with what's going on right now, I feel like Kyrie's popularity among the people that would necessarily be the ones voting him into this Hall of Fame, I do not think that if Kyrie retired right now, that he's going to the Hall of Fame. He has all the accolades of Hall of Fame, but yet he's 29. And if he retired now, he'd be retiring in his prime just because of the circumstances. And I feel like down the line, a few years down the line, they're voting on the Hall of Fame. I do not see Kyrie getting into the Hall of Fame. If he plays for another 10 years, I'd say probably easy first ballot Hall of Fame. But if he retired right now, I do not see Kyrie getting into that Hall of Fame.
Let me read you his accolades. He's a 5-time NBA All-Star, 3-time All-NBA, third-team, 50-40-90 club season member. Do you think that's a Hall of Famer?
Like I said, the numbers speak Hall of Fame. But with the actual people voting for him and his popularity right now, I do not think that he's Hall of Fame worthy. If he's retiring at 29 in his prime, not because of an injury or some other unforeseen circumstance, just because he does not want to get the vaccine to play, I do not see Kyrie getting into the Hall of Fame.
Well, you didn't fall into the trap I thought I was going to get you in when you said that you were not a believer in the Hall of Fame. That was actually Hall of Famer and NBA legend Reggie Miller's accolades, the 5-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA, third team, and a 50-40-90 club member. So if you were going to come out and say, no, I don't think those accolades, I was going to be like, well, we've proven that's a Hall of Famer. But Reggie Miller was inducted into the Hall of Fame 9 years ago, and Kyrie has 2 more All-Star appearances than him, the same amount of All-NBA selections, except Kyrie's All-NBA selections weren't all third-team selections like Miller. He was second team in 2019. Kyrie is also a member of the 50-40-90 club, just like Miller. But unlike Miller, he's a former Rookie of the Year, All-Rookie First Team, three-point contest champion, and hit one of the biggest shots in NBA history in Game 7 of the 2016 Finals, and he also won an NBA championship, something that Miller was unable to do in his time in Indianapolis. Additionally, the Hall of Fame is not limited to NBA success, so you have to account for what he did at Duke and internationally. For Team USA, Irving won a gold medal at the Rio Olympics, a World Cup in Spain 2 years prior to that, and while he did that in Spain, he was winning the MVP of the World Cup, and he was Team USA's Basketball Male Athlete of the Year that same year. I think if he retired right now, still Hall of Fame. Same All-Star appearances as another Hall of Famer, Grant Hill, and he has more rings than now. I think, even with the controversy around Kyrie Irving right now, I think if he retires, Hall of Famer. Numbers, accolades, everything is there. The NBA is the most lenient Hall of Fame out of all the major sports. MLB, I would say, probably is the toughest. NFL is kind of the happy medium. NBA is the most lenient. I think he retires today, he's first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with any of his stats, his accolades. They're all there for Hall of Fame worthy. Again, circumstance-wise, I feel like him retiring now would jeopardize that. For voters, and other reasons that they may not induct Kyrie right now. He left Cavs because he was in the shadow of LeBron. He wanted to go control his own team and be the number one option, right? So he goes to the Celtics. He performs really well. He ends up getting hurt. Doesn't get to play in those 2017 playoffs for that first year, and they don't win it all. He comes back 2018, tells the fans, "Hey, I'm not leaving anytime soon." They have a disappointing season, don't win it all there either. So his first plan to go be the number one option at a team to win a chip doesn't happen. So I could see people holding that against him. Then he goes to the Nets. Again, first season, he's hurt. He plays 20 games, still averages 27.4 points. Still good stats. Again, only 20 games last year. Played. Again, they got disappointed in the playoffs from injuries. They decide, he's like, all right, we can come back this year. We have the big three now. Now he's not playing. I just feel like the last 6 years or so have kind of been a downhill on Kyrie's career. Cavaliers, he was awesome. Ever since then, I feel like it's kind of been downhill. Again, retires 29 circumstances. I don't see him getting the Hall of Fame. He plays till 30, 36, whatever he plays. first ballot.
I think he still gets the Hall of Fame. I think the resume itself at 29 is almost even more remarkable if you're retired now versus a guy who has the same All-Star appearances and all that other stuff and played 18 years. I just think what we're having right now with Kyrie is it's just this controversy, and if I think as a NBA Hall of Fame voter, if you hold the controversy and the off-court stuff against him when you're voting into the ballots, then you shouldn't be allowed to vote. If you're holding him wanting to get out of Cleveland and be the star against him, you shouldn't be allowed to vote for the NBA Hall of Fame. That's just a move. It was a business move. Same with KD going to the Warriors. I don't think it should matter. He still racked up accolades and good numbers. I think he retires right now. He's a Hall of Famer, no doubt. I don't know if you would count this against his resume, but personally, I think it puts him above the heights of some of the greatest of all time. One thing we left off, he was the star of, according to Box Office Mojo, 2018 73rd highest domestic grossing hit movie sensation and cinematic masterpiece, Uncle Drew.
Don't reach Youngblood.